In this video, I'm going to share everything you need to know about your citizenship interview. Hi, my name is Joseph. I'm an immigration law specialist, and this is everything I tell my clients before they go to the interview. The first thing you need to know is to take it seriously because the interviewer is going to ask you to stand up, raise your right hand, and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and even ask you, what does it mean to tell the truth? And have you ever lied to an immigration officer before? And you might think, oh, this is so silly. But it is not, because to them and this job and that instance, they are like a judge. They're swearing you in. They're literally going to change your name and give you the citizenship paperwork. They have a lot of authority and it is very serious. And if you start joking around, they might take it as a form of disrespect. So it is incredibly important to read the room, to smile, and to be polite. The moment they call you up, here's what the first thing you need to do. Greet them and have a good small talk. The reason is because right before they call you up, they've already been in the room, they already reviewed your file, they know how you got your green card, where you work, how many kids you have, your work history, everything. The only thing they don't know is whether or not you're going to be fluent in English. You should be, but are you? The worst part of so many of these officers' jobs is to deny somebody because their English is not fluent enough. It's a waste of their time, the government's time, the client's time. Everybody's in a bad mood. They want to approve people. So if you see them, have a good greeting. Don't hug them, but have a good greeting. And then go in and then treat it very seriously, swear. Then you sit down, be very polite. Any documents you have that you think is important to this interview, which we'll go over in a bit, bring it and put it on your table or put it on a lap so they can visibly see it. If it's tax returns, pull it out. They can see it. It's tax returns. Your green card, your passport, your driver's license, anything that they may need, boom, right on top. They could see it. Don't shove it to them. It's right in front of you, so you're well prepared. If it's a marriage-based green card and then you become a citizen, if your 10-year green card is not even approved yet, you're using a citizenship to push a 10-year green card, well, have other documents that you want to prepare it and put it right on your lap. Now you sit down and the interview starts. It takes maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes. The first part is to go over the new form, every single question. Some newer officers, and especially because of the new form, they're kind of required to go through all the questions. Be patient, be polite, let them ask the entire questions. I don't know how many times, how many interviews I've sat in where the officer just gets straight up pissed off at the client because before they're even done asking the question, the client cuts them off and answers. That's a form of disrespect to the officer. Wait for them to ask the question, right? Have the eye contact and then answer appropriately. If you filled out anything incorrectly or something has changed since the time you have applied, some applications take 6 months, 9 months, a lot of things happen. Divorces happen, new kids are born, you've traveled outside the US, new trips have happened, you've been laid off, you've been rehired, so many things. Don't worry. You can correct it all on the spot, and that's why they swear you in. So whatever you say, they pen it in and they redline it essentially. So it's okay if something is incorrect. And they're also not testing you on the form. A lot of people are like, I don't remember my A number off the top of my head. Is it a test of memory? No, it isn't. After they go through the entire form, then they're going to do the civic test and the written and writing test. However, it is the officer's discretion to switch it up. I've seen some officers swear you in and immediately give you the test, the civics test. And if you don't pass it, they generally go on to the next thing. It's not like you don't pass the English fluency test, they immediately stop your interview and kick you out. The reason is because they go through the entire test. If you can pass 1 or 2 or 3 things, they'll mark it off. This is the only thing that's pending. Come back another day to take that test again. Pro tip, if you miss the civics test by 1 question, they don't really want to re-interview you. It's a waste of their time, waste of your time. You can ask, can I do the test one more time? I've been there and I've asked the officer and I've done it 3 different times. And then the client passed, and then finally everybody's happy. It was an older gentleman who was hard of hearing. Give some slack. So it's totally possible to take the test again. Now, eventually USCIS might change the rules where you might only be able to be tested once, and then you have to reapply and pay all the application fee again. That's totally possible and in the works. But as of right now, everyone can at least get interviewed twice. If there's something that comes up that's a problem, you were part of a totalitarian government, you were part of a major criminal organization, somehow that comes up and they give you a request for evidence. It's okay, you go back, you can prepare, and you can answer. Most of the time, if there's something tricky, you got your green card some strange way, something doesn't quite make sense, they'll give you a request for evidence. Technically, they don't go back and re-adjudicate your green card. Most of the time, they don't look back beyond the past 5 years regarding criminal history. Now, can they question your good moral character? Can they deny you on that front? Totally possible, especially in this administration where there is a new memo where being a good moral having a good moral character and deserving to be a citizen is no longer the simple standard of not having a criminal history. Nowadays, based on new memo, do you live here long enough? Are you paying income tax? Are you paying payroll tax? Do you have a mortgage? Are you highly educated? Are you able to hold down a job? Are you using subsidies? Are you taking food stamps? Is your community all here, right? Do you have U.S. citizen children? They look at all of that now. But for most people, that's a good thing because if one thing is weak, you can use other things to improve your case. The citizenship test hopefully takes 25 minutes. Once you pass, a lot of times they're doing day of ceremonies, so that you just directly get your naturalization certificate, and then you can go directly to the federal building and apply for a passport, and you do the urgency application, and you can get the passport within 3 days. A lot of people become citizens because they do not want to travel with a green card anymore. They can finally get the passport, and that's one of the biggest perks. But these are the core things I share with every single client. Don't be too worried. Don't be too stressed. It should be a feel-good event. Dress professionally. Treat the officer with respect. Smile. Bring your documents. Have a great day. You're going to do well. Take care. Bye-bye.